When I was 19 years old, I took an internship at Walt Disney World. It was one of the greatest experiences of my life. And in my opinion, I got to work for the ultimate dreamer, Walt Disney. You see, I've always loved the idea of dreamers. I am fascinated by the big dreamers who work hard to make their dreams come true. The thing I love most about working with the youth is this very notion. They're big dreamers. Your vision and your sense of endless possibilities is your secret weapon. Don't forget that. Dreaming means to have hope, and hope is a verb. It is an action. This state of mind is the greatest of human attributes. You see, dreaming is directly linked to goal setting. If you believe in yourself, you can establish a goal and create a plan to execute that goal. But that requires optimism, and this journey exercise is one that you cannot forget that. You have to have positivity and a strong sense of self. I'm going to talk to you today about how to find success in your futuro and how to create a plan. But before I delve right into it, I just wanted to take a moment to introduce myself. My name is Jennifer Novo. I am the Executive Director of Futuro. We are a college success professional development organization in Middle Tennessee. Before coming to Futuro, I worked for universities for over 15 years. My area of expertise is student success. I had the opportunity to work with thousands of students. I got to understand their goals and their dreams, and also witness and be there to support them when things got difficult. My job was to listen and to learn on how I could be a better advisor, professor, and leader for them. Throughout the years, I have personally witnessed hundreds of students' dreams come true. When I joined Futuro in 2016, I immediately understood that what we had was special. Futuro is the Spanish word for future, and our mission is to ensure that our students graduate with a college degree in one hand and a job offer in the other. But we're more than just a student organization on a college campus. We're a familia. With hundreds of students who have participated in the program, they come out as more committed and stronger leaders in our community. They give back and are engaged. They are well-connected members. But the work that we do is tough. 90% of our students are first-generation college students. With no one at home that can guide them and help navigate them through the college process, it can be difficult to support and help them. And then later on, when they join the workforce, that challenge comes up again. The majority of our students go to school full-time while also holding a job or even two. Over 80% of our students identify as Latino or Hispanic. Many of their parents aren't familiar with the American culture. So as a result, our students have the added responsibility of helping their families by serving as interpreters for their parents. They're forced to grow up way too soon. They have the added pressure while in school to know that their entire family is counting on them to be successful, and that is a lot to carry on their shoulders. Yet that pressure also puts them in the best position to really focus on their futuro. We have graduated hundreds of students in our program. Some of them are nurses, business leaders, scientists, techies, engineers, accountants, community organizers, advocates, entrepreneurs, lawyers, teachers. But the thing that they all have in common is that they have learned to lead, serve, and connect. Take, for example, Sandra Sepulveda. Sandra's family is from Mexico, and they moved to Nashville when she was just 5 years old. She grew up in a mainly immigrant district. When she was in college, she was very involved with Futuro and credits a lot of the leadership skills she obtained while being in the program. She used to be a shy person, but she built her confidence. Her dream was to help her community, and she noticed that her neighborhood didn't have safe playgrounds or sidewalks or even a public library. So she decided to do something about it. She never intended to run for public office, But in September of 2019, at the age of 25, she was elected as the first Latina to serve in the Metro Nashville Council, serving in the very community that she grew up in. We're proud of Sandra for the work that she put into her futuro. In my work, I get the privilege to help mold and shape the future leaders of this community. I support education, equity, and the rich cultural heritage of the world. As a daughter of immigrants myself, I understand the privileges that come with an education. I am deeply connected to students who have experienced hardship, but have the grit, the determination to persevere in life and in school. I chose my career in higher education because we know that a college education is the greatest agent of change for economic mobility, for health outcomes, and for life expectancy. Those who have a college degree are approximately 3.5 times less likely to be unemployed. A study from the Georgetown University Center on Education and the Workforce found that in the 6 years of economic recovery after the 2008 recession, 99% of jobs created, meaning 99% of new jobs, were those that required more than a high school education, meaning you needed college or some college degree. On average, those who have a college degree earn close to 50% more than high school graduates. But look, success comes in many different ways. I chose to focus my career on helping students accomplish their dream of earning a college degree. However, regardless of your dream, the pillars to finding success in your futuro can be borrowed from our motto: lead, serve, connect. The Futuro Theory is one that follows these values for success. I am going to guide you on these principles that you can use to find success in your life. The first value is to lead. In order to lead, you must learn to be independent. Throughout my years working on a college campus, I realized that the first thing freshmen wanted to do was mark their independence. They were finally free. But to be independent takes more. In order to be independent, you must be accountable with your time and your responsibilities. This requires you to be organized. So write things down. The students who wrote things down were more likely to remember their responsibilities and gain their independence faster. In order to be an effective leader, you must also learn to listen. Pay close attention to your surroundings and the people in your inner circle. By listening, you learn to process ideas and understand people on a closer level. To be a leader, you must also take time to educate yourself on the historical and current events. Develop your own thoughts and learn to be a critical thinker. Leaders do this. Leaders also learn to set goals and commit to strategies to accomplish them. That brings us back to the lessons on being accountable. Now, being a leader is also knowing when to ask for help. You may think that being independent is being able to do things on your own. However, there are times when things get heavy. I have seen so many students struggle with asking for help and not realizing that others are there to support them. When we are supported in times of need, we are more likely to find success. In order to be a leader, you must know what a leader looks like. Find a leader that can be your mentor. One 2018 study published in the American Journal of Orthopsychiatry looked at levels of hope in youth in residential or foster care. They looked at hope as the ability to have determination and find strategies to accomplish goals. They found that the youth who had established a strong, lasting relationship with a long-term adult mentor had higher levels of hope than those who did not. Your ability to hope and dream help you become more resilient, especially when things get difficult. My favorite TED Talk is one from Dr. Angela Duckworth, who studies success. She shared that grit, or the power of perseverance, is the greatest predictor of success. Resilience can be built stronger with the help of a good mentor. Our second Futuro value is serve. Sandwiched between lead and connect, service is at the very center of what we do. It is the beating heart of success. Giving back to your community, to those in need, is essential to growing and finding who you are, finding out who your community is. Take the time to get involved in a cause, something greater than yourself. Push those boundaries. While you're at it, you'll be surprised of how much you'll learn. I have witnessed many students find their purpose through service. Some of our students had very little, but they gave so much. Use your voice to support a cause, to do good work in the world. Take the time to give back. This can be done with your time, talents, or resources. Service expands your horizons and allows you to experience diverse perspectives and open your mind. Our last, but not least, Futuro value is connect. This is your community, the ones that will support you when times are difficult and will push you and encourage you to fulfill your dreams. So surround yourself with people that make you grow, not bring you down. Connect also recognizes that people are always watching, observing the things that you say or do while you're at school or work, on social media, even at the local grocery store. They're always watching. The people in your network can provide references on your behalf and help elevate your success. You too will do this for others. So make sure to guard your reputation. A LinkedIn report found that over 70% of people get a job because of someone they know. It's really important to get to know people. Network. In order to connect, you must grow. Try new things. Meet new people. How many new things have you tried recently? How many times have you pushed yourself past your known limits? How did you feel after it? Nervous at first, I'm sure, but hopefully very proud after. Traveling is also another great way to help you meet new people and try new things. Find a new perspective. Traveling opens your mind to new experiences and it pushes you to explore and to discover new things about the world and about yourself. Traveling exercises your adaptability muscles. Being adaptable is a very important part of finding success. Throughout the years, I have learned how important it is to simply just show up. Showing up shows that you are interested, that you have prioritized whatever is happening. Be sure that you show up physically as well as mentally. I believe success is directly correlated to showing up. Lastly, I wrap up connect with the core of what this value is. Connect means interdependence. Interdependence is when you realize that there is a level up above independence. It is having a community that you can count on, counting on others as they can count on you. This is a skill many of our students learn in the program. They learn to work as a team. I dream of a world that is well-educated, diverse, hopeful, prosperous, equitable, joyful, innovative, and more closely connected. I believe the youth has the spirit to create this world, and you should too. Imagine if you find success in your futuro. What would that look like? Futuro is an organization that is ingrained in hope. That hope guides you to a life that gives you the self-confidence and the ability to tackle any challenges that may come your way to a brighter, better, and more successful future. The work I do every day with students contributes not only to my students' welfare, but to a nurturing and more globally connected community, one that we should all strive for. I learn to value each day and each person that comes into my life. My parents fled the Colombian conflict in the 1970s, and they still don't like to talk about it. When they came to this country, they didn't know anything about the language, the culture, or the people. Yet they found a way to help me prosper. They raised me to be an independent, dynamic, fearless, outspoken, and persistent woman. I also learned to be an adventurer. Sometimes maybe a little too adventurous for their liking, but I had no choice. I had to grow up quickly. When I was 7 years old, I learned how to speak English fluently. I became my parents' interpreter for everything from doctor's appointments to teachers' meetings to attorney visits. I even remember filling out mortgage paperwork as a kid. I became an advocate, their voice when they didn't have one. My father worked 3 jobs at one point so that my mother could be at home to care for me and my sister, so we could live in a good home with good schools. I will never forget that sacrifice. My parents' love and integrity filled me with the courage to be a brave leader, someone who would stand up for those who needed the most help. These are the values and the principles I carry in my heart each day. Leadership, service, connectivity. I see this heart in my students as well. They each have a story that helps mold who they are. My job is to help inspire them to see that potential in themselves, just like our parents, teachers, mentors, and friends do for you. Each person has something that they can give to inspire others. Give yourself permission to dream, as dreaming is your biggest asset. It is your superpower. Never forget it. Have hope, develop leadership, give back, and serve. Connect with your community. In the words of my former boss, Walt Disney, all of our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. Follow your heart and you can find success in your futuro, just like I found mine. Thank you.